Right, our top story right now, we're expecting an update soon from the Inspector General. After a police chase ended with a deadly shootout in Newington, 2 police officers were shot and a suspect killed over the weekend. Your reporter Anna Stansfield live outside the Newington Police Department with what we know right now. Good morning.
Well, Tracy, good morning. The 2 officers who were shot are from 2 different departments, one from Rocky Hill and one from Hartford. And this morning, we now know both of them have been released from the hospital and are expected to be okay. Hartford police officer Alex Diaz greeted by several other officers as he was wheeled out of the hospital on the road to recovery. The Rocky Hill Police Department says Officer Jonathan Escobar was also released from the hospital and is now resting at home with his family. Both men were hurt in a late-night shooting on Friday. It all started in Hartford. Police were in the middle of an investigation when they say a man took off running. During an attempt to stop him, an officer felt a gun in the suspect's waistband. Shortly after, that suspect drove away, leading to a police chase that ended outside an apartment complex in Newington. That's where police and the suspect shot back and forth at each other when both of these officers were shot and the suspect was killed. Right now, we're still waiting on an update from the Inspector General's office. We should get that preliminary report from them in the coming days. I'm your reporter live in Newington, Anna Stansfield, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.